channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise and my channel is a bit of everything. It's gone through some changes this year. I did start a new channel, so this was the full channel, but after much consideration I've decided everything's just going to be here again. It's just going to be easier for me, easier for you. It's going to be everything, anything, everything, hauls, mental health, whatever's happening, like if we go out somewhere, whatever. It's just gonna, it's all gonna be here now. I've decided. I did ask over the past little while, and I think that's sort of where you're happier with as well, so that's what we're gonna do. If you are new here and you're like somebody that talks an awful lot, just stuff spills out my mouth when this camera comes on. It's very strange. And somebody that's just going to be real and show you what happens in her life and what doesn't happen in her life. I will show you my ups and downs as well. There's a subscribe button. I feel like it's down there, but it's probably going to be down there. Like I'm recording maybe the other way around, I don't know. Anyway, there's a subscribe button. If you fancy joining, click that button. There will be a notification bell as well. If you click that, then you will know when my uploads come up. You will be notified. The only obligation that I have to this channel is that Saturday at 5 o'clock you will get my weekly haul. I'm going to try my best to up things, but I'm just not in a place to commit. So I'm only obligating to the one a week. Hopefully I will be getting out more every week anyway. I do have a few ideas, so we'll just play it by ear, I guess. So I do work on a £60 budget. That's for me and my adult son. Actually below budget this week. It was £63.67 this week. I will give you prices as we go along. I sort of give you a general idea of why I was buying the items. I mean, sometimes I have food ideas in mind, but by the time it comes to me making them, I don't always want them, so those things will just sit in the cupboard, which is fine, because then I might fancy something else that I bought a few weeks ago. I do have a good stock of stuff going on. I've got a pretty decent freezer amount. My food cupboard's pretty full. I do have some fresh bits still, you know, some salady bits that are fine. I've still got some oranges, I've got some lemons, I've still got potatoes that are good from Christmas, and parsnips. So there's not a lot, you know. This is like the top up to the things that I have. This isn't like I have to make meals out of just what I've got here. What else? Yeah, I'll give you prices as I go along. If you add it up, you'll get a different price to me, because I do donate 3 items to the food bank every week. There's no reason why it's 3, it just is. There literally isn't a reason for it. And I do donate different items every week. Again, there's no reason to that at all. But I do leave it at the store in the food bank trolley, because if I do bring it back to show you, it's just going to sit around the house. I've said this before, it'll sit around the house for weeks. I'll keep meaning to take it with me and I'll keep forgetting, so it's better just to leave it there. 3 items I donated this week were actually sanitary towels. 3 packets of sanitary towels, just because I thought most people are donating a good chunk of food over Christmas. I did notice that the trolley took a few days to get emptied, so I could sort of see what people were donating, and it's more like the toiletries and things that don't get donated so much. So I thought I'll just go with three packs of sanitary towels, because, you know, it's not a luxury, that is a necessity. So yeah, they're not there. Did I get any deals? I don't feel like I got any deals this week. No, not one single like multi-buy. Okay. Oh well. Didn't get a multi-buy. I did get a few things that were a little bit more reduced because they're like Christmas packaging. I haven't got, last year I managed to get turkeys for like, I think they were like $3.75. I might be a little bit wrong, but I feel like they went down to $3.75 for the big turkey. I got a couple of them, and that was actually what got with us through Christmas. We used last year's reduced turkey, but they've got none. Everything's so empty. The shops seem to have not got so much stock, so they didn't reduce it so much. I mean, I have been looking on Facebook, and oh my life, people have been getting some good deals, but they go to different types of shops than I can get to. You know, I don't drive, so it's whatever I can walk to, and it's pretty much just a very small Iceland, of small Tesco and a normal size sort of Asda. A lot of like Marks and Spencers and the big Tesco's, there's been like penny deals and stuff. So jealous, but none yet. Doesn't mean we won't get any. Sometimes you just suddenly get this influx of something that they didn't realise they were going to get, and it all goes cheap. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. Like I said, I did get a few little bits, so I'm quite happy. I'm happy with any type of deal. Keeping my stocks up. There's things I didn't need to buy because we bought so much over Christmas, like I said. And I think that's it. I'm going to stop now and we will do the haul, otherwise we'll be standing here just talking all day. As I said, I don't really need much salad stuff. I've still got lettuce and tomatoes, they're still good, and I've got, like, you know, pickled beetroot and all that sort of stuff. So I just needed more tomatoes. Did I say tomatoes? I mean cucumber. I feel like I just said tomatoes. Cucumber and lettuce I've got. Just needed tomatoes. These are actually... they're pretty good. At the moment, they seem to be like really, really decent size. The only thing that I'm not impressed with Asda, and I don't know if I mentioned this last time I bought them, is these are the cheap ones. So they come in the plastic packaging, which isn't great anyway, but for some reason, this is new. They've decided to put it, I don't even know if you can see it, in a plastic tray as well. So you've got a harder plastic tray with the plastic packaging. So they've just added plastic to this, which is ridiculous. You know, we're trying to get more sustainable and everything, and then they suddenly add something that's not necessary. They've been selling these for so long without, and they've been fine. So not impressed with Asda for that. I will always say when I'm not impressed with something. These are, I believe, yeah, oh no, 89p. They've gone up a little bit. I'm sure they were 85 the other week. I guess they're charging us for the plastic. Yeah. Pak choy. Now, I've never actually tried this. I went through a phase last week where I'm just eating a bowl of noodles. I'm not eating them as you serve them normally with the packet. I just use the noodles, but not the sauce or the seasoning. That's what I'm getting at. I've just been using a stock cube and making it more like soupy with noodles in it. And it started getting me thinking about like the ramen. It's ramen, isn't it? Ramen bowls. I'm going to do some eggs that I'm going to marinate. And I've wanted to try pak choy for the longest time. And that would go really well in that type of meal. So I picked up one to give it a go. I can't see me not liking it. I mean, it's sort of like in the cabbage family anyway, isn't it? I'm sure. £1 for those two. I think that's about like I feel like that's a decent price. I did look in Tesco because I was looking for stuff. I was actually looking just to see if they had any good reduced stuff, which they didn't. And their pak choy for a 2-pack is £1.60. So compared to Tesco, that's a good price. I got the standard 4-pint of semi-skim milk, £1.45, just what we get every week. Instant coffee, you know, I like this one. This is the cheap, cheerful Asda's own brand, 99p. It's very basic, but it's not bitter, and I love it. So that one I use when I'm at home. When I go to work, I take a coffee with me, and this is what I take. I don't, you know, pick up, I mean, a lot of the girls at work will pick up Starbucks, stuff like that. I wouldn't pay those prices, and 2, I'm just not that fussed enough to get them. I've tried them a couple of times, and I've not really been that impressed. These are 90p for 12 little sachets. And they are salted caramel, and they're just really, really nice. I really, really enjoy them, and I don't actually need another packet, but I only, like, as I was passing, I saw there was only one down on the bottom shelf, so I just picked up one because I know in a couple of weeks I'll need it, and I don't want to run out, so I just picked up one for that reason. I bought these a few weeks ago just on a whim, and actually these are really, really nice. If you've not tried these yogurts, and you do get yogurts, I would recommend trying to find the price. 95p for 6, and you get 3 peach and 3 strawberry. I just really, really enjoy them. Yeah. Pepperoni, we don't have any. I don't know if we have any in the freezer because it's one of those jobs I've got to go through the freezer and figure out what we got in there. But we just like having these just for random things. Corey likes making like pizza sandwiches and stuff like that as well. So £1.50 for that. They do have some new things in Iceland. Oh, there might be a video coming up soon. And they started doing some unusual bits. That's just reminded me because they do these packets now in the freezer section of just pepperoni slices, and I was looking at the weights, and I feel like that might be a better way to go. But yeah, there's going to be an Iceland haul coming up soon because they have a whole new range of stuff. Fingers crossed I'll be brave enough to actually record in store, because there'll be a lot of things I wouldn't buy but might be handy for you lot, so you'll have to send me good vibes that day. I'll let you know. Cooked ham, haven't had it for a while, and it's just a basic £1.95. The other packets that I would have got before they're £2.75. They're the ones that are like the smoked ham and the chicken and stuff, and I'm okay with this, so I just went with this. It's cheaper. It's only me really eats it. Occasionally Corey will have some, but it depends on his mood, honestly. £1.95, like I said. I got a butter. We did get through a lot over Christmas. We did do some baking and bits. £1.10. It was the cheapest one, but we've had this before. Pretty decent. Again, the eggs, because of the the noodle dish thing that I'm going to attempt. I've got to Google some more recipes. I want to try and get an authentic type one, because I've never really eaten ramen bowls before. Whenever I have these noodles, it's literally as is, like with the flavouring in a bowl. Cook it like the picture shows, like so it's dry, and that's how I've always eaten them. So I'm going to just try something a little bit different. £1.50 for 6 of them. I just wasn't sure how many to get. Maybe I should have got a large one, but it's too late now. I got the large coleslaw. Now this is supposed to be a creamier one. £1.20. I do like the cheap Asda 50p tub. I don't know, you know, sometimes it just depends on your mood when you're in store, and I just thought I fancy a creamy one, so I just went with this. £1.20 for 600 grams, so it works out a little bit more expensive, but not much. I mean, I think it's 300 grams for 50p normally, so yeah, that's what I don't even know why I got a huge tub like that, honestly. I got myself some Horlicks. Now, I mentioned a few weeks ago that I had the little sachets, and I'm not really good with hot chocolate drinks, but this malted drinks, oh, so nice. I went with the chocolate one just because why not? £3.76 though. But I just feel like if I buy the little packets, they're like 40p a pack. This probably will work out better in the long run. Tuna chunks, 59p. Always rave about this. If you've not been here before, you're going to hear it. If you've been here for a while, you're going to hear it again. I've been buying this one for this brand for years. Before it was even the yellow Essentials range, it was a white one. And once I've found a bone, never find any scales in all that time. That's really, really good odds, and they're really decent chunks in it. So I would highly recommend that. Used to buy these all the time. I haven't bought these for the longest time, and I just thought, you know, I could fancy it. I mean, that day I did, now I don't, but it'll just sit in the cupboard. It's a tin. It will sit in the cupboard until somebody wants it. So this is the baked beans and sausages. 58p is the reason probably why I haven't bought it for a long time. I'm sure the last time I bought it was like 40p, I think. Oh well. Chili con carne. I had this fancy of a wrap with chili in it and lettuce and weird stuff like that, but again, something I don't fancy right now, but I did at the time. £1.20. Again, this is just one of those things that can sit in the cupboard for a long, long time. Picked up 2 pot noodles. They're on a deal again. They're 75p. I mean, they're still creeping up, but this is the cheapest they're going to go. We've got no pot noodles in the cupboard, so I just like them to be there. Sometimes you just randomly fancy them. So I picked up a chicken and mushroom and a beef and tomato. If you are going to pick up the pot noodles, do look at them, because all the flavours are different prices. Some are still full price, some are on the deal price, so I don't want you to get think you're getting a good deal and actually pay full price. So as I said, I want to do the ramen bowls. So I actually didn't realise I'm out of noodles. I have all sorts of pastas, but I wanted these ones. Now I got the curry because they're the cheapest one. If you get the chicken, they're actually 3p more expensive, and like I said, I'm also not going to use the seasoning packet. I've been using stock cubes, and I have all 3 flavours. I have the beef, chicken and vegetable stock cubes, but I just ran out of that one, but we'll get to it in a minute. So yeah, I just picked up the cheapest ones, hence the curry is the cheapest one, 25p a packet. Got the stock cubes because I don't need the other 2. I've got vegetable and chicken still. The beef one's getting very low, and literally just to cook where you would put this in the water with the flavour in. I don't put the flavour in, I put the stock cube in, and it's really, really tasty. That's what I've been doing this week because that's what I had, so I went with this. And this one is actually a little bit more expensive than I remember, because I don't buy stock cubes that often either. They're £1. I'm sure they were like 75p last time I bought them, but again, it is what it is. But like I said, also I want to try more traditional, so I found this miso, I think it's miso, pronounced that way, I'm not sure. Easy, it's called. Traditional. There's 5 little packets of the miso sauce stuff, and it shows you how to make like a soup on the back, but it tells you also you can use it as a marinade or in dressings, and it just gives you instructions on how to use it. It wasn't again, this was reduced to £1.50. I don't know how much it was before. I just like the fact that it was little packets as well, because if I don't like it, I've not wasted a whole jar. I can give them to somebody else, somebody at work will want them or something, or donate them somewhere, whatever. But I might like it. I feel like I have this miso. I might be pronouncing that wrong. It just sounds funny. I feel like I might have tried this on holiday and I enjoyed it, but I could be getting confused because that's not unusual. Yeah, so I'm just going to give that a go, maybe with the noodles and the pak choy and the egg, and I'm quite excited. At some point I will do that. I've got 2 mould sauces. We just don't have any, and they were scanning at £1, so I just picked 2 up just to sit in the cupboard. Barbecue sauce, this is the one Corey likes. It's quite a sweet one, it's not a spicy one. It's £1.20. He does like his sauces. Barbecue is his favourite, that would be his choice of sauce. And it's just to keep stocked up. Probably don't need it again, but you know, there'll be times when maybe money's low or they don't have them in stock, and I just like to stock in cupboards. So and I picked up a tikka masala cooking sauce. Again, there was no particular idea behind this. It was just, I was looking up the aisle and I suddenly just got attracted to looking, I was looking at these curries and I ended up coming up with that. There was just literally no reason for it. It wasn't something I thought about getting. You know, at some point, I guess we're making curry. £1.20 for this one. This is tikka masala. And I got mini naans just because if I'm getting a curry, I'm going to have naan bread with it. And these ones were £1. I got 2 of the cherry cokes for Corey. These are 65p each. He doesn't need them, as you can see over there. There is a soda stream which he got for Christmas, but at some point the gas cylinder will run out and they're quite expensive, so he'll have to wait for Christmas or buy himself one. And this is just one of them. I had enough in my budget, so they'll just sit in the shed or whatever until they're needed, I guess. Like I said, I fancied a chili con carne wrap thing, whatever. These are the extra large wraps, and they actually are on a deal. They're down to £1. Again, I can't remember what the original price is. I know, really terrible, but and the normal size ones are £1.20. So I just went with the extra large because they were cheaper. And it makes, you know, hopefully it'll just be easier to roll the wraps. Now these are on a deal because they're the Christmas packaging. I do buy the food, these are the Ziploc ones, Zip Seal bags, and I do buy them. Don't buy them that often, so I don't really get through a lot of them, but the packs are £1.50 for 20, and these are exactly the same thing. They're just put in a plastic wrapper. That's the only difference, but there's 10 of them. They're 50p, so it still works out cheaper. So 3 of these would be equivalent to the other pack, so I'd be getting 10 extra bags. I just bought 4 of them. They will last me ages, and I'm saving £1 by doing it that way. Again, saving's a saving, isn't it? Energy drinks, this is Corey's thing. He takes 2 to work every day, so I had to buy 2 packets. We'll have to start getting stocks up if that's the thing that he, you know, I have all my coffees. Corey doesn't do coffee. We both have, you know, different things we like, and he contributes equally to the bills. So this works out, they're all £3.75 for an 8-pack. So yeah, got 2 packs for him to keep him going at work. This was another good deal. This was down to 50p. I have never bought frozen stuffing balls before, and these have got pork, sage and onion. If I was going to buy the packs, that would just sage and onion. So I've actually never tried them with meat in either. But just making stuffing for roasting, it just makes it all so much more, you know, just, it's okay for Christmas Day, you're doing it and it's all different and it's a big elaborate event. But when you're just doing like a roast dinner, maybe a midweek one or something, I love the idea of just picking out a couple of these and shoving them in the you know, active fry or whatever with the roast dinner, rather than, you know, having to make it up with the water and mixing it and making it into whatever shapes you want. It's just, this is pure laziness, and it's cheap. It's 50p. I'm quite excited to try these. There's 16 in here. Never looked at them before, so we'll see how that goes. I got Corey a ready meal just to stick in the freezer because, you know, randomly he'll have one after work. 85p these are. And he likes them, so yeah. I picked up Eton Mess. What is this? Strawberry Eton Mess dessert. Now I love Eton Mess. This is a dessert, so it's slightly different. It says with crisp meringue, creamy mousse and swirls of crisp strawberry sauce topped with white chocolate stars. Now I did see the ticket for this before Christmas, and I was going to get it to have it over Christmas, but they didn't have any in, and I just saw it and it's down to 75p. I think it was £1.50 before, so this will just sit in the freezer until we decide we want a dessert. Yeah, just cheap and cheerful. And as you know, yes, it's been broken into because I shop and haul on different days, and Corey had chips. And he opened them upside down as well, didn't he? Yes, he did. £2. They're £2.45 chips. Yeah, £2.45 for these, just to add to meals, I guess. Cotton wool buds. These are cracked into as well because we were out. 50p for these. I converted to these a little while ago. I was always using Johnson's, but randomly I try things that are cheaper, products that we use. You know, if there's a cheaper product, I'll randomly try something, and sometimes it works out good and sometimes it doesn't, and I stick with the more expensive. But with the cotton buds, the Johnson's have changed the design or something, and they're just not so good anymore. And these are equivalent, so 50p for 200 instead of, I think it's now like £1.20 for the Johnson's. I got my favourite Impulse Hint of Musk. This is just, I love it, and this is what I wear to work, just because I don't like wearing strong perfume for work. You know, it starts to get overwhelming, it starts to make me feel sick when I'm working. So this is just a nice hint, like it says, it's a hint of musk, so it's a hint of a spray. I know I don't smell bad, I enjoy the smell. So, and it's £1. I got Corey a deodorant. I was actually looking, the stick deodorant is what I was looking for me. Corey doesn't actually need this yet, but they didn't have the stick deodorant, so I'll have to, I'm not out yet, but Corey randomly uses stick ones and then he uses the sprays. This is down to £1.67, which is pretty decent price, and sure, it is a good brand as well. So I just got it because it was reduced, and you know, when it's needed I won't have to pay full price for it. I got another toilet roll. Yes, Scott, if Scott watches this, he'll be laughing because he had this whole thing. Why do I keep buying toilet roll? We got a whole shed full of toilet roll. If I use one, I'm going to replace it. That's why we've got a whole shed of toilet roll, so I'm not going to run out. So yeah, got another one, £2.39, and we enjoy this. I got this, I don't think I've tried the Unstoppables. I have done Lenore, but I don't know, possibly have. These are £5, they are expensive, but I'm trying to not have any liquids in my wash because I keep getting those like watermark stains and stuff, and that was the only thing that I can think it was now, was the softener, because that was the only thing that was liquid. We went to powders a while ago, and I just randomly got one wash that had the like oily marks come out in it. So I'm thinking possibly it's the softener. And these really work well, and especially with Corey working in warehouse. You know, warehouse, there's certain smells that the clothes pick up, and you know, you get all those dirty marks, and this works really well with the smells and stuff. So just giving that one a go. It was the only one that was there, and it was £5. It was, you know, I think it was 8 before, so it was comparable with everything else, and we're still under budget. So, you know, normally I wouldn't pay this sort of money, but when we're under budget and I will stock up with it. So I got a large one. So I hope you enjoyed the whole, you know, prices are interesting, aren't they, anyway? And yeah, that is just my weekly haul. Like I said, there's going to be an Iceland one coming up. They've got so much stuff in there. When I looked the other day, they've got a whole range that's really cheap. So, you know, the Thingy Crisis, my brain's not going to think what the worst is, you know what I mean. Living Crisis, that's the one. Really good. So they've got a whole new range, but I was just looking around, they've got a whole lot of other things. There's a lot of things there that's just what you can do yourself, so pure laziness. But you know, in this day and age, I just thought maybe it'll be nice if I can get the guts to record in there, to show you some of the stuff. My battery's about to die. I think that's a hint to shut up and go, Louise. So yeah, fingers crossed that's coming. I am going to go. Hopefully I'm going to get this on the end before that battery dies. I am sending out good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching some, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.